Welcome to the Reinvented Life with Pamela Chanel David. Do you want to step up your game? Pursue your dreams. Be the best version of yourself. The Reinvented Life is here to help. The Reinvented Life is about courage. It's about staying relevant. It takes grit. It defies gravity. It's about taking inventory of where you are today and where you want to go. Embrace change. Make things possible and reinvent your life. Call in with questions at 888-994-4995. Now, it's time to reinvent your life with Pamela Chanel.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Reinvented Life. So excited to be back this first quarter of the year. And as most of you know, we have been concentrating on reinvention in all modalities, our physical health, our emotional health, our mental health, and our spiritual health. Today, we're revisiting the subject again of our physical health and what we can all do to reinvent that. I have had so many questions in the last few weeks since we introduced that. So I have brought back a gentleman who is phenomenal in this field. He's actually become my personal health coach. He is Ian Farrar, a certified health coach. He is a founding partner in Purium Superfoods. And we're going to talk today and bring him on about the logistics of what we can do to embark on this journey of reinventing your health. Most of you know my journey of reinvention started with my physical health. It started, I was morbidly obese, had high blood pressure, high cholesterol. My blood sugars were so high that for all intents and purposes, I shouldn't have been here. And so this is a journey of reinventing my health, overcoming the limiting beliefs that I had about health, about nutrition, about fitness, and all of it has led me down a path of realizing that I can have a new awareness with my body, a new relationship with my body, and one that will serve me for many, many years. Close to 7 years ago now, I was actually given by my doctor the likelihood of less than a year to live. And when that happens, you wake up. And so I woke up, I reclaimed my health, and I started addressing all of those disbeliefs that I had about being able to not only maintain, but create a healthy body. The gentleman, Ian Farrar, who we're bringing on here, as I mentioned, he is my personal health coach. Phenomenal experience in the industry. And with that, I welcome Ian Farrar. He is a gold and two-time silver medalist in the cycling world. So he is all about fitness, taking as good a care of yourself as possible. Welcome, Ian, to the Reinvented Life.
Thanks a lot, Pamela. It's really great to be on with you again on my favorite day of the week, which is Monday.
Yes. Well, Monday's the new beginning for everything. I'm thrilled to have you here. I know we had many, many questions when you were on last time. So I'm going to start with just some really foundational health pieces. And I'm going to just let viewers and listeners know what I have gone through in terms of my own journey. Some know, some don't know, but I've lost 160 plus pounds. And I'm on that journey of the last 30 or 40. But the real shift came from when I shifted my mindset. I had plateaued and wasn't really able to make the headways that I wanted to make. But upon meeting you, upon starting my new life with these products and what it's done, what it really led me to was an aha moment. And that aha moment was not about weight loss. Yes, that was necessary and is still necessary for me to create an ultimate fitness. But in talking to you, the awareness came from, instead of concentrating what I didn't want, what you want to lose, what you don't want, that is not going to move you to the next level. But in talking to you, in working with you, what I realized is that when you embrace actually improving your life, elevating your life, being as kind and generous and graceful to yourself, that is what starts to move mountains. So I'd really love to start with that, Ian, and if you can share about not just weight loss, but what we talk about when we say improving our gut health and improving what will improve not just our health physically, but emotionally and all of it. So I really am excited to have you here and you to start there.
Great. Well, this is a really awesome platform to share with your audience about the importance of taking your health really seriously, because if you don't, there's lots of recreational diseases that we hear about every day that most people are challenged with, family members are challenged with. And I really want to start with this: decision shape your life. Every time you have food on your plate, you're either adding to your asset column or your liability column. Most human beings, I mean, I'm one of them too, but I like eating for pleasure, but I've learned to pleasurably enjoy the right foods and not the foods that are giving people all of the itises and the many health challenges that I struggle with today, unfortunately.
So we've talked about this standard American diet. And I think that's a really good place because even when you take the standard American diet, and as I did, I felt I did all the things. I did everything to improve the quality of what I was doing, going with organic meats, going with all sorts of non-toxic foods. I thought it never really dawned on me that the important part was to actually get my body ready to receive whatever better nutrition I chose. And the products you've introduced me to are so rich in nutrients and are plant-based and are green and give a vitality like I've personally never experienced.
That's
I'd
awesome.
love you to expand upon that.
Sure. Well, all human beings today are still living in the physical frame that our ancestors lived with, 3, 4, 500,000 years ago. Neanderthals, Cro-Magnon man, the whole evolution. And the past 150 years, unfortunately, our air, our water, our soil, our food, pollution in the food. Okay, I'm going to speak to pollution in the food. You have genetically modified crops, genetically modified ingredients, and Roundup Ready crops, which have glyphosate, which is a very, very dangerous chemical that's proliferated in our food supply. Actually, 75+% of our food supply is tainted with that. So if you don't have a fertile area in your gut microbiome, your body's not going to have the ability to really absorb the nutrients at a cellular level. So it's not surprising that most people are sick, and disease begins in your gut. Okay, Hippocrates said that 2,500 plus years ago. Okay, disease begins in the gut. Let food be your medicine and medicine be your food. But most people are eating food-like substances. They're not eating, nutritious food. Now, I happen to be 100% plant-based. Okay, the only product consumed that's somewhat from an animal is ghee, which is a clarified butter, which has its Ayurvedic healing good aspects when it comes to a healthy fat. So I'm not 100% vegan. I'm 99.9% vegan. That little decimal is I do use some ghee and I enjoy it and it works for me. But overall, most people are overfed and undernourished. They're not getting new nutrition at a cellular level. So the diabetes, the cancers, the heart disease, okay, are syndrome built over time. Okay, it's not like it runs in families. Folks, listen, bad diet runs in families. The whole food pyramid is built on economics, which feeds the pharmaceutical industry. I'm not a doctor, but you don't need to be a rocket scientist to see how it's all set up to get people sick, because pharmaceuticals and that type of path doesn't get to the underlying cause. Okay. Changing lifestyle gets to the underlying cost. That's been my experience. So what I'd like to do is share with you an incredible foundational program that everyone could use on a daily basis to keep the doctor away. Now, if you love your doctor and you have a great relationship with your doctor, God bless you. That's awesome. But what they're prescribing more often than not will create other issues in the body. Human body was not designed to take chemicals. It was designed to get the nourishment from planet Earth naturally to really, overcome the majority of challenges that people are dealing with today, whether it be high blood pressure, cholesterol, arteriosclerosis, MS, Parkinson's, you name it. The root cause is massive malnutrition and degeneration.
So to begin this program that you're talking about, because I know what I have felt just over the last few months, ridding my body of toxins, ridding my body through the products that your company has, and getting rid of those glyphosates, and just feeling, as I mentioned, the vitality from that is incredible. And I was one that was already on this journey, had already made so many strides. But this new level has shown me that there's so much out there to learn. I love the fact that you have something that we can get rid of some of these toxins that are blocking our systems.
Yeah, and I'm going to speak to that now. Okay, now it's pretty dangerous out there. If you go to fast food places, if you go to restaurants, more often than not, glyphosate is going to be in the food. And our solution to that pollution is Biomedic. Now, Biomedic is a capsule in the morning and a capsule in the evening. There was a human clinical with people that were on the standard American diet. And this reduces glyphosate by 74% in 6 weeks, lowers C-reactive protein, which is the inflammation marker in the body, by 75% in the same time period. Human beings are inflammation walking around. If you have an itis and an ache, more often than not, you're inflamed. This is going to reduce the inflammation. It's going to clear out the glyphosate. It's going to help repopulate a damaged gut microbiome. IBS, Crohn's, celiac, colitis, you name it, more often than not, is poor diet, and you have glyphosate trapped into your system. If you have leaky gut, you need to have it repaired with a product like this, as well as anti-inflammatory foods and a program that we're going to be getting into right now that's going to help you reinvent your health, rehabilitate your health, and feel the way you were designed to feel. So that's Biomedic. This is essential. Having glyphosate in your system, unfortunately, will increase your cancer risk by 41%. Okay, California has banned it. Okay, it's sprayed on golf courses. You can't wash it off your food. So if you're not chelating it out of your system, you're accumulating it on a daily basis, which leads to a diminished overall health. The next product that I want to share with everyone, which I'm really excited about, have been excited for the past 20 years, I've been taking the Power Shake. And the Power Shake is our nutrient-dense green shake that tastes incredible. It's not like you're drinking lawnmower. This is a product that actually tastes incredible. It's appleberry. It has 9 certified organic ingredients, and you get the nutrient density of 6 salads. Okay. As we were growing up in the United States, we were told that you need your 5 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables. Most Americans don't get that, but they're guaranteed to get their fried and their bread and their meats and their cheeses, Papa John's, and you name it. The body wants nutrients, and it's lacking those nutrients on a daily basis. So if you're not filling up those 90 parking spaces, like in a big parking lot, all of those spaces are for a nutrient that your body wants. And when it doesn't get that, you're going to get a degenerative disease over time. Okay, so the Power Shake's essential for your daily nutritional needs. Okay, The next product is a real super quality protein. This is the Super Amino 23. It's a vegan protein. And believe it or not, you're going to get 99% utilization from this protein versus eating a piece of meat, chicken, even quinoa or vegetable source proteins, because this is digested. These are tablets. They're free of any excipient spinal. You take 5 of them a day, and you're going to get a highly utilized form of protein. For people that are muscle wasting, for people that are on dialysis, for people that just want to keep lean muscle, this is an amazing. I use this through all my championships and all my training. I take 5 before, 5 after. Works like a charm for your overall protein synthesis needs. The next product is our apothecary. Now, this is where you get the 9 servings of fruit. Now, Mount Morency tart cherries have naturally occurring melatonin. That means that when you take the cherry juice, you don't fall asleep, but the melatonin will build up in your system. So when you do want to get sleep, you get restful sleep. It also has incredible anti-inflammatory properties. Okay, it's a really, really great anti-inflammatory. And it has 3 phytonutrients. You could just Google, this is not Purium saying this, that are three phytonutrients that are lethal to cancer cells. Quercetin, pyroxalic acid. So we all have cancer cells. You're either feeding them and growing them, or you're helping your body destroy them. Most people, unfortunately, are eating foods that are turning it on. You could turn it on and you could turn it off. Chemotherapy has maybe a 2% success rate, whereas a healthier approach to your diet really turns on the body's potential to heal itself as it was designed. So you take 2 tablespoons of this 30 to 40 minutes before you go to bed with one of your biomedic, and you're going to be helping your body repair and also, build more collagen, because the amino acids in this are fabulous for building collagen and building a healthy, strong body.
Thank you for taking us through those products. I know after the last show, I had a lot of questions. And by the way, if anyone does have questions that is viewing this or listening to this, you can send them to info@thereinventedlife.com. But those questions surrounded these specific products. I can speak personally for them. I had never even been aware that these products were around, but it has shifted, literally reinvented how my body feels, the energy level, the vitality, the desire to get out and work out and do things that I had never done before. And I always talk about a disbelief that I had, which was one that I wasn't athletic. I don't know where it came from. I certainly have wonderful athletes in my own family, but for myself, it was never part of my regular daily routine. What I have found is developing that and putting that into my lifestyle of the energy I'm getting with these products has been amazing. I have only engaged in athletic endeavors in the last maybe 5 years of my whole life, never before that. But the intensity with which I'm building it now, I'm convinced is because I feel this increased energy. That is associated with taking care of that microbiome, that gut lining.
Major.
And can you share that information so people really know why cleaning that gut leads to so much energy? Because this is new information for me, who is someone already engaged in this reinvention process.
Sure. I mean, your microbiome is 32 feet in length. Okay. It does a lot. Digestive system is the most stressed out system. The next one is your cardiovascular system, because your heart is always beating, but your digestive system is always digesting, because most people are always eating the wrong things at the wrong time, stressing out this beautiful system called your gut microbiome. Okay. Each foot of it has a role to play in your body. Okay. This is where, vitamins are made. This is where absorption of nutrients happen. And when people have And autoimmune situations is because there's holes in your gut microbiome, and that food that's supposed to be digested through 32-foot area gets into the bloodstream, which creates a lot of, your body attacks itself, and you have conditions, whether it be, Crohn's can be considered an autoimmune. You can have, that condition, it's not coming to me now, but it will. Long story short,
I know for myself, I was diagnosed many years ago with Hashimoto's, as an example.
sluggish
This
thyroid.
shift
Yes.
has
Yeah.
continued to exactly support something I'd already started to repair, and today is not plaguing me. So what I love is these natural remedies can help your body to heal.
It can. And the thing is, most people are eating an over-inflammatory diet. Okay. There are foods that inflame you, and there are foods that are very cooling, like the Power Shake, for example. This is very cooling and super full of nutrition. Okay. This is going to put out fires. We have a program called the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation, which is 2 core 4s, and it's a 30-day program where one resets their overall body. It breaks your addictions to what you think is the right way and creates new lifestyle patterns for you that hopefully will give you the peace of mind and the physical health that you desire. Now, many years ago, when I was a full-time athlete, I had the worst digestion. Still was very talented in my sport, but I just knew that there was another level for me. So that's when I started to research, macrobiotics and more of a whole food plant-based diet. And I got incredible results with it. Okay. Let's just put it the way, a plant-based diet. I'm not saying plant-based, you could eat, corn chips and corn muffins and cookies and crackers and technically be vegan, not animal, but get very unhealthy that way. I'm speaking about eating, a really nutritious whole food plant-based diet where you're going to be getting all the foundational nutrients that you need. Now, today, unfortunately, that's hard to find. That's why Purium offers a program for people where you could get the nutrient density of 6 salads. Do I still eat salad? I still eat salad. Do I eat 9 servings of fruit a day? No, but I'm taking my apothecary. Sometimes I forget in the evening, believe it or not, I'm human. But my preparation of what I do take in the evening is still the same. I'm taking my biomedic and other things that I take to prepare, my body for sleep, and what the liver does. It's really, really important because this body is an incredible design, and most people are getting in the way for when your organ systems are doing work. Going out is pretty terrible, and a lot of people do it. Between 9 and 1 a.m. is when your liver does its magic. And if you're drinking alcohol and you're eating really late, you're getting in the way of that natural healing process that the liver was designed to achieve. Really important, okay? Alcohol, listen, if you're a wine drinker, but it's glamorized and it's really, really not healthy for you, okay? I mean, this looks like a glass of wine. Have this at a party instead of fermented grapes.
Yeah. So what you're speaking to really is helping our physical health.
Yeah.
At the Reinvented Life, we're talking a lot about the mental game, the game that we play with ourselves every day. Everyone does it.
I do.
When you absolutely, but when you enter that game with positive thoughts, when you enter that game of what's possible, and as I was mentioning early in the show, instead of me focusing on what I didn't want was any excess weight, continue to have any kind of challenges in that regard, it was just a plateau. But the minute I got on the game of positively what I could do to honor myself better, I work with clients all day long. And when we talk about what they can do to honor themselves better, how they can empower themselves, it is amazing what one can manifest. And that's what I'm most intrigued for people to discover what they can manifest, because so many people think they're doing the right thing.
They do.
But it's
They do.
beautiful to know that you can reinvent and heal. And the key to what you said is heal.
Yeah, and I really like the word reinvent because most Americans they sleep hopefully for 8 hours. And then the first liquids that they drink is coffee, which is going to dehydrate you and stress out your adrenals. I'm not saying you can't enjoy your coffee, but you need to reinvent the way you do things and mix it up a little bit. Because if I were coaching you, you're waking up and you're having a tall glass of water with lemon and some trace minerals to help alkalize and hydrate the body. And if you want to have the coffee a little later in the morning, that's okay. But your body's already wanting hydration, and then it gets stressed out. So unfortunately, I grew up in the 70s and 80s in the United States, and I still remember TV dinners. The tinfoil, you peel it back, and you're eating all of that dead processed food. Sure was good. Carnation instant breakfast, vanilla chocolate, strawberry, Pop-Tarts, and all that stuff was actually probably free of genetically modified ingredients. But now those same products are filled with that, and it's accelerating the chances of one earning a disease. So the mortality is going way down. I mean, kids today are not going to live as old as our parents and our grandparents. My grandmother lived to 102.
Yes.
All the food was organic. You go down to the market in Brooklyn where all the food was organic. Now, like, it's hard to find, good quality food. So that's why supplementation with a whole food program like Purium offers is really essential for every human being's survival. Okay, you see a lot of things thrown at you on Instagram and on Facebook. There's lots of these advertisements. Let me just tell you, I've been consuming Purium products for 20 years. Okay, we're certified organic, we're verified non-GMO project. That means that all the raw materials that are used in the products are free of glyphosate, and they're just the finest of whole food concentrates. They're going to give your human body, your old human body, what it needs at a cellular level. Health is essential every day. Just because you're on vacation doesn't mean you need to abuse yourself. When people are like, oh, I'm on vacation, what is that, an excuse to just beat your body up and give it a black eye over and over again? No. I'm going to Mexico this coming Wednesday for my wife, our anniversary, and I'm bringing a backpack with my Purium. Okay, my Purium travels with me all over the world. Okay, I'm taking my green shake, I'm taking my Minos. I don't really travel with the cherry because it's heavy, but I'm taking care of thyself every day. It is the most important thing you can do. I want to stress that because when you lose your health, it gets really expensive and it really impacts other people that love you around you.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Ian. We will revisit this subject. There's so many aspects to reclaiming our health, our immunity, our digestion, our sleep. And we're going to take deep dives into all of this in our quest to empower ourselves. Thank you so much for being here, for letting us know. If anyone does have any questions, again, info@thereinventedlife.com. They've offered a $50 coupon. The code is reinvent at ishoppurium.com, and ask questions. This is really meant to be a dialogue. We will be back next Monday with the Reinvented Life show. Everyone, have a great week. Enjoy your health and enjoy any modifications that you can put in, as I have been enjoying, to make yourself feel better. Good day, everyone.
Thank you for tuning in to The Reinvented Life with Pamela Chanel David. Tune in each week so we can work and grow together to become the best version of ourselves. Keep striving, keep dreaming, keep working, and embrace change. You may contact Pamela Chanel at info@thereinventedlife.com.